In this lesson, we'll take a look at the mental ray polkadot texture. Alright, so let's get started working with this actual texture by first taking a look inside the hypershade. And in our case, we're going to be using just a simple mental ray Lambert. So let's get started by taking a look inside the Textures tab and scroll down toward the bottom, and we can find the MIB texture polkadot. So once we plug this in, or once we have the actual node dropped in, like a lot of the other texture nodes, we will actually need a couple of extra nodes in order to make this work correctly. So the first thing we need to do is in the coordinates, let's plug in a texture remap node. So we'll go to the mental ray tab, take a look inside textures, and make sure that we add the texture remap. There we go, so that way we can have full control over the repeating and the offset of this particular texture. And in this remap node, let's go to the input and make sure that we have a texture vector node plugged in as well. So there's the texture vector, and once we have those two plugged in, now we can begin to see the actual result of this texture. So if we come in and begin to increase things like the radius, you can see how that will now start to kind of reveal a little bit more of this orange portion of this texture. However, you'll notice right now this really does not have a polka dotted appearance. Really, it's just a semicircle that we have. Now what we need to do is, in the remap node, if we want to get more of a polka dotted appearance, is we need to begin to increase the amount of repeating that happens. So if we were to give this 3, 3, and 3, you can see that now we have actually 9 different variations of this polka dot. Now at the moment, you'll see that we still actually don't have an actual dot. This is really just more of a pi wedge at this point. So what we need to do is make sure that we have the alternate function turned on in both the X and Y in this texture remap node. And now, once we do that, you can see that the texture, for every time it repeats, it mirrors itself, which means that we start to get now these 4 different pi wedges that we had here that will all now start to come together and make this full circle. And so now we're free to come in and begin increasing the number of repeats that we have. Alright, so that's a look at how we can utilize this MIB texture polka dot.